Indices opened sharply bearish yesterday, given a gap down, traded bearish for the day, and then we have seen a very strong recovery coming in with the US session. Can we say the indices have bottomed? Can we expect a recovery and a rise from the current levels? What is going to be our strategy in order to profit trading the S&P, Nasdaq, Dow, Germany 40 and FTSE 100? We are going to see with the help of charts and indicators. This is the first update for the day. The next update will be released before the US session. For US indices, do not miss to watch it. Subscribe, press the bell icon. Do like, share and comment. Join the free Telegram channel for live updates and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Let's start. First we look into S&P, followed with Nasdaq, then Dow. In the end, Germany 40 and FTSE 100. Watch till the end. See what a good recovery S&P has posted, hitting all the way towards 4800. We have seen it now moving all the way towards 50. See, in fact, it has moved towards 50 levels and now trying to trade in this moderately bullish channel. See, if you look at the move here, it is delivering consistently higher lows, higher highs. Now, very important for the S&P to trade above 5150 levels. That should be a good resistance. Beyond 5150, the potential for 5180 and 5200 will increase. 5200 should offer a greater resistance if it starts to move upwards. But when you look at the move, how am I looking at this move? Is drop, retracement. Though there is a further potential for it to rise, it has a potential for it to hit 5200 again today, but right now it is looking downwards. However, do not treat this as bearish as long as now 5080 and 50 levels are not taken. Stochastic at top on the early charts. MACD has retraced sharp. It is trying to converge here. It is not yet crossed over. The RSI is flat. On the 2 hour chart, see what's happening. You can see a bit of consolidation and the resistance here at 5100, 5080. And see, I will say this is the zone which you have to focus on. If at all S&P trades below 5049.80 levels, then you can say now the crash is again about to begin and you can look forward to a greater down move here. But what am I looking at? I am looking at a move within this zone, that is at around 5200, 5250, which is quite likely possible. However, the buying entry I will recommend is only and only if you see it is staying above 5150 levels. Still 5150, do not treat this as bull. The stochastic rising, the MACD after hitting the bottom is rising, the RSI is comfortable. And if you see the 3 hour chart, similar observation. Only worry point here is that, see, diminishing bullishness, it is trying to reverse. We have to wait for it to stay above 5150 in order to confirm the reversal, and it is under a retracement zone. And if you see it is staying below 5100, you can take a sell. Expect 5084, 5060, 5040 and then 5000. Now this is a support it needs to break, that is at 4980. If that is taken, you can look forward to a greater down move here. If you see the stochastic, this is rising. The MACD after crossover here at the bottom, it is now looking bullish. RSI is comfortable. On the 4 hour chart, similar observation. On the 4 hour chart, there is one point that, see, it is still shying away from 20 period. There was a brief breach about the 20 period and the median. Now both are positioned at 5180, which is quite likely possible. If not now, then with the US session. Only worry point is the diminishing bullishness what we had seen with these two candles. However, I will still not say that it is getting into a sell zone as long as 5080 is not taken. Yes, the indicators are showing an up move here, be it the RSI, MACD or stochastic. Coming to the daily chart, when you see the daily charts, look at the preceding candle, a strong bullish candle. Yes, it was outside Bollinger Bands, and that is why I have said it may fall back within the bands. Now today it is started on a flat note. At best, even if it tries to rise in, even if it tries to deliver a swing, I think 4980 is not going to be breached. That is what is my expectation. It should not breach below 4980, and in fact a recovery from those levels can be expected. Now see, we have seen a stronger correction here than the retracement. Now second round of correction, there is a possibility of a retracement. Obviously it is going to take a little more time, such that it gets difficult for S&P to retrace towards the previous highs. Not the previous highs, but in fact the levels from which it has started with the drop. But yes, a little up move can be expected here. Stochastic oversold trying to recover, MACD sharply bearish, RSI coming out of the oversold zone. So looking at now, the ideal buying entry for S&P is above 5150, where you can expect it to move all the way towards 5165, 5185, 5200. 5200 is the first and strongest resistance here on the upside, and rather I'll say 5185, 5200 should be the first and strongest resistance. Beyond this you can expect 5240, and if 5240 is taken, we can expect 52.55. Beyond 52.55, stay bullish for 5300, and if that is taken, we can expect a greater recovery. Remember, 5400 is the level it has to break in order to confirm a reversal, which is quite likely difficult. Now on the downside, I will say you can just take a selling entry at 5100 levels when you see the higher prices below 5100, but I'll say you have to be cautious at first. 50, 80, 84 levels, and if that is taken, then you can say slight bearishness should prevail. You can expect 50, 50, 50, 20 and 5000. Below 5000 it's 49.75. Only and only if today S&P trades below 49.75, you should treat this as bearish, else it could give you a stronger bounce back, a stronger rise again. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to Nasdaq 100. Tech 100 on the hourly chart. Similarly, what we had seen for S&P is getting replicated here. This is the second round of rise. If you see it is staying above 17,700, 750, you can initiate a buying entry. That should be a greater resistance zone here. And beyond this, we are looking forward to 17,880, 900 as the first target zone and 18,000 levels as the next target zone. There is a possibility that it can in fact breach beyond yesterday's high. However, right now I can see a moderate bullish channel here. A drop below 17,400 is where you can confirm further bearishness. The stochastic looking downwards, the MACD has retraced sharp. It is willing to cross over for sell. RSI has dropped sharp here. Coming to 2 hour chart, similar observation here on the 2 hour chart. See, another point to note, diminishing bullishness. Though it has given a breakout, it is failing to stay bullish here. In fact, even if you see it is staying above 17,700, initiate a buying entry. Expect 17,760, 840 and then 900 levels. Beyond 17,900 is where you can expect a good bullish move towards 17,980, 18,000, and then we can expect a greater rise. The stochastic rising, the MACD has crossed over at the bottom, trading bullish, RSI running flat. On the 3 hour, we can see similar observation here. You can also notice higher lows and higher highs are seen. And yes, it is trading bullish. It is just erased the gains from the preceding candle. I will only see if you see it is staying beyond 17,700, you can buy, but then 17,760, 800 is what it needs to break in order to confirm the further bullishness today. Else, we have to be extra cautious. Stochastic flat. The MACD has crossed over at the bottom. It is looking upwards, trading bullish. RSI comfortable. Coming to 4 hour, on the 4 hour chart, similar observations. See, there is a possibility that prices might move towards the 20 period moving average, or in fact break it, which means we can expect a move all the way towards 17,800, and beyond this is where you can expect 840, 880, 900 and then 18,000 levels possibly. If you look at the stochastic, this is rising. The MACD has crossed over at the bottom. The RSI is running flat. Coming to daily, on the daily charts, you can see a major pullback was seen yesterday. Now it also look at the body size, it is greater than 60% of the complete move, and now today it is starting off on a red note, but I can see a potential recovery, and any move beyond 18,000, 18,100 should take it all the way towards 18,250, 18,400, and then it is very very important for Tech 100 to trade beyond 18,500. Notice how it has been trading drop, retracement, drop. It could retrace towards where, retrace towards the peak, although it is going to take its time in order to bring the prices little lower, bring the peak little lower. Remember, only and only if it breaks beyond 20,000, you can say that it is a complete reversal, else it is still a retracement. The stochastic rising from the oversold, MACD sharply bearish, RSI at bottom. So considering this, before I provide you the, if you want to learn this art of trading, join my mentorship batch, and if you just want to trade as per the signals, be a part of my signals channel on Telegram. In these tough times, it is very important to equip yourself with the technical know-how with the help of which you can trade with confidence in any turbulent times. And yes, join the next mentorship batch, starts on 5th of May. Reach out to me for your queries, either for the signals channel or for the mentorship batch. And yes, if you're looking forward to a broker which offers you a swap free account with lowest spreads and no hidden charges, easier transactions and easier withdrawals from across the globe, you can find the recommended broker link also in the channel and video description. So where you should buy, see, ideally till 17,760, 800 is not taken, you have to be careful with the buys, but yes, you can buy here at 17,660 itself. Expect 17,700, 740, 760, 17,800, and then expect it to move all the way towards 17,880, 900, or in fact 18,000 levels are possible. Take your trades accordingly. On the downside, the selling entry now has to be below 17,550. Below 17,550, we can look forward to a little further correction, which can take it all the way towards 17,480, 17,400. Till 17,400, it has got extremely strong support. If you see it is staying below 17,400, you can take a sell. Expect it to move all the way towards 17,200 and 17,000 levels. Take your trades accordingly. Take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Dow Jones. US30 on the hourly charts, you can clearly see it is delivering higher lows, higher highs. Very very important for it to trade below 38,400. That is the only level below which you can say now it is turning bearish, and you can expect 38,200 and 38,000 level. And thus for the day, you have to wait and watch how it behaves till towards 38,400, 38,200. This is going to be the prime support zone, as a possible recovery and a reversal can be expected here. It is still not to be treated bearish. Why? Because see, it has shown already a good strong downward move, and it is now time for it to show a little recovery. Now on the upside, it is very important for US30 to trade above 38,700, 39,000 zone. If this zone is taken, we are looking forward to a greater recovery. Stochastic looking down, the MACD has retraced sharp, the RSI is flat here. On the 2-hour chart, similar observation here, very important for US30 to trade above 38,700, 760 zone, and then you can expect it to move all the way towards 38,900, 39,200 levels. Possibility is there. Right now I can see after good consolidation, it is trading in this bullish channel looking upwards, which suggests possible up move from the current levels. Stochastic though is getting overbought, but the MACD and RSI is still having lot much of room on the upside available. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation, you can see higher lows are seen. I'll just wait for it to stay above 38,700, 750 zone, and then possibly a greater move towards 38,900, 39,000, 39,200 will be seen. Stochastic rising, MACD has crossed over at the bottom, trading with divergence, staying bullish looking upwards. The RSI is running flat. On the 4-hour chart, similar observation here. Yes, preceding candle comes with diminishing body size, but yes, also it is trading with divergence from the 20 period, which is right now sitting at around 39,000, which should be the next milestone, which is going to offer it the maximum resistance on the upside. Stochastic rising, the MACD has crossed over at the bottom, and it is definitely a good bullish sign here for US30. RSI running flat. So looking at this, what I'll recommend a buying entry now at 38,650, expect 38,740, 750 first, 38,900 second, and then 39,000. Beyond 39,000, the sky is the limit. We are looking forward to 39,200 plus levels. While on the downside, I will recommend a selling entry at 38,450 levels, expect 38,380, 38,250 and 38,200. If it trades below 38,200, stay short for 38,000. Remember, the bearishness today in US30 is only confirmed if it trades below 38,000, and then also till 37,600 do not treat this as bearish. It can bounce back sharp. What has happened yesterday? We have seen good swings. It can deliver the same swings today again. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Let's move to Germany 40. See, DAX on the early charts after hitting the high that is willing to retrace, I'll say 20,000 should offer a very good support. Now this is the zone 20,000, 19,950 and 19,880. This is the zone which is going to offer the maximum support. Only bearishness in DAX is if you see it is staying below 19,880, where you can expect it to move all the way towards 19,800. 19,700 or 600 levels, though appears difficult but not impossible. Stochastic looking down, the MACD has retraced sharp, RSI running flat. On the 2-hour charts, if you see similar observation here, though important thing is it is still trading in this bullish channel. Only thing is it can erase the gains from this candle. It can move all the way towards 20,099.50 levels, and below that you can expect a good correction. Stochastic has stopped here. The MACD has crossed over at the bottom. The RSI is running flat. On the 3-hour chart, similar observation, see it appears that it is getting a bit of resistance from 20 period. But first for it to strike the 20 period, which means there has to be a movement all the way towards 20,400 levels, and beyond which you can say that it should turn bullish. So in fact, if you see it is staying above 2160, 180 zone, you can initiate a buying entry for 2300, 2400 levels. Stochastic flat, MACD has crossed over at the bottom, the RSI is running flat, and on the 4-hour the observation remains the same here. On the 4-hour charts, it might try to erase the gains from the preceding candle. However, right now it is delivering higher lows, which also increases the possibility of a reversal here, which also increases the possibility of a move all the way towards 20,400, 500 levels. Right now I will recommend you to watch a little before taking a position. See, the MACD crossing over at the bottom is definitely a good sign for the bulls, while the RSI is staying flat. Coming to the daily, similar is the observation on the daily charts. It has started on the flat note. It has seen a rise. It can show you swings. It can show you move all the way towards 2800, 700 zone and bounce back from those levels. Yes, the swings can be expected. Stochastic is bullish. MACD is trading with sharp divergence. This suggests that possibly today we may see a greener candle, which also suggests the possibility of a move all the way towards 20,400, 500. So now considering this, what I'll recommend a buying entry now at, in fact, you can buy 2100 60 levels itself. Expect 2200, 250, 400, 3860 and 400 levels. Till 400 is stronger resistance, and beyond this you can expect 20,550, 20,700 levels as the next targets. On the downside, the selling entry is recommended at 20,000 levels, and see, you can sell at 20,040. Expect it to move towards 19,980, 19,920, 19,860, 19,800. Below 19,800 is where you can say slight bearishness, and then till 19710 possibility of a reversal will be very very high. Beyond 19700 is where you can expect 19600, and below 19600 it will fall back into the correction zone, which I think it is going to be difficult for it to sustain, and a recovery should be there. I expect a rise here. Take your trades accordingly. Let's move to FTSE 100. See, FTSE 100 is trading under retracement as well. What is doing is this, and thus very very important for it to stay above 7900. Even if you see now FTSE 100 trading above 7850, you can initiate a buying entry, and then we can expect, see, it is forming a double top here, and thus very very important for FTSE 100 to trade above 79 zone. If these two levels are taken, 8000 is a certainty here. Yes, the stochastic has dropped sharp, while the MACD after hitting the bottom, it is trading bullish, looking upwards. RSI is comfortable. Coming to 2 hour chart, similar is the observation on the 2 hour charts. Till 7780 is not taken, you should not be initiating a selling position in FTSE 100. Pretty clear, and you should not be treating this as bearish. Also notice it is getting a good resistance from the 20 period here, and this is a sideways box in which it is trading with the lows at 7650, and thus 7650 to 7900, these are the 250 points where you need to exercise caution. It may try to confine its movement within this zone. The MACD crossing over at the bottom, the RSI flat, and the similar observation here on the 3-hour charts as well, nothing different. Remember, it is consolidated enough here at the bottom. This calls for it to continue with the rise here. On the 4-hour charts, higher lows are done, and it can try to break on the upside, and thus if you see it is staying above 7850, you can buy, but then be careful till 7900. Above 7900, it will fall back into the reversal path. Coming to the daily, similar is the observation. See, this is also outside Bollinger Bands, and that is why I say till 800, 7780, do not treat this as bearish. Below 7780 is where you can expect slight bearishness to prevail. So considering this, now I'll only recommend you to sell at 7800. Expect it to move towards 7780, 85 zone first, and very strong support. Below 7780, 85 is where the bears should prevail, and then you can expect 7750. Till 7750, chances of reversal will be very very high. On the upside, I will recommend a buying entry at 7840, expect 7880, 7910, 7920, and then beyond this you can expect 7950, $8,000 levels. 8,000 levels. Take your trades, take your positions accordingly. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. Join my mentorship batch, join my signals channel, reach out to me for your queries, join the free Telegram channel for live updates, and join the channel memberships here on YouTube to support the effort. Thank you. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.